So I'm Angie. I've been delivering live events for BFBS for 24 years. That is a picture of me with David Beckham. If you go on tour to Afghanistan with David Beckham, then pretty much one of the most famous people in the world, you get to talk about it forever. It is what it is.
Hi, I'm James. As you can tell by the way I'm dressed, I'm a broadcast engineer. I know, plot twist, right? And also, as my teeth aren't falling out, this is actually happening, isn't it? This is not some kind of terrible stress dream. I've worked in radio for 20-something years. I knew nothing about esports. I do game a little bit, but I have two very strict rules. There must be a blue sky, and I must be able to choose a jazzy hat.
So BFBS has been around since 1946. I wanted to present what we do as an interpretive dance, but we've just had lunch, and we've made a really good show reel, so we're going to look at that instead.
BFBS is a media organisation and military charity that serves the UK Armed Forces. We work and live alongside the Forces community worldwide, offering personnel and their families premium money can't buy entertainment. The latest box sets, top-level sport and movies, all for free.
And we're also creators making trusted and original content. Our radio, video and digital teams have the latest global, military and defence news and analysis.
Plus, we live stream more military sport than anyone else. We've even got our own esports league.
And there is the equaliser. They do not know when to quit.
Our creative team help the armed forces, defence and government to tell their stories.
We're innovators, developing cutting-edge tech that offers a trusted, secure connection to home when our armed forces are overseas or at sea. And we entertain. We bring the Forces community together, giving them a boost when they need it most, with our radio, cinema and live events.
And we're educators. Our academy teaches media skills and runs courses to help service leavers transition into civistry.
Because BFBS is a charity, we give back too, through our welfare fund and by offering free courses. We also give annual grants through our Big Salute Fund.
The military community has trusted BFBS to entertain, inform, connect and champion them for more than 80 years. I'm excited to lead this dynamic organisation as we shape future media experiences for our armed forces everywhere.
We'd like to say a big thank you to TechCon1 for inviting us back, and a special thank you to Nessa Taria for everything really, and being a really good mate. So, what is esports? Very briefly, it's competitive video gaming, often for money. The prize pool in the World Cup is about the same as Wimbledon, £53 million. It's growing, and competitors, they're as serious as athletes as you think of athletes. They train, they have coaches, they have plans, they warm up, they have team strips. The World Cup, one of the finals, got 7.5 million concurrent views. That's more than a bake-off, almost as many as a Traitors. And it looks like sports broadcasting as we know it. There are players, commentators, analysts, Atmos, Wizzy graphics, etc.
So why did we decide to deliver an esports tournament? Quite simply, esports lets us connect people in a whole new way. The Forces community love to compete, whether that's in traditional field sports or in the gaming community. Esports offered friendly competition and builds the same sense of community that we champion every day.
Now, we've been covering sports since forever. We've got a really good in-house sports team. And we've built a new gallery designed for sports broadcasting and streaming. Big shout out to Ben from IPE, loving your work. About 15 years ago, we had a traditional studio, PEDs, analog audio, lighting designers, that kind of stuff, runners, a teapot. We don't have a teapot anymore. About 10 years or so ago, we went to a virtual studio with a TriCaster. Still analog audio, SDI though still. And then about a year-ish ago, we went to vMix. Now, I don't know who else, lots of people are using it now. If you're not aware, vMix is astonishing. It's software-based. It's like 50 quid a month or something. It does everything. It mixes the audio, the video, graphics. It produces clean feeds. It's absolutely brilliant. And we need fewer people to do it so we can do more. So in the old days, we had a director, a vision mixer, a production assistant. Now we have a director who calls the shots, vision mixes with their left hand, does the replays with their right hand, and then typically me or someone else does the audio, the graphics, and the streams. So there's only 2 of us. So nobody's gone. We just do more and more of this stuff as we ever did. But we didn't have the sort of internal esports knowledge. So we recruited a head of esports, a community manager, and an operations manager. Really nice guys. And Danny G on The Breakfast Show started a podcast called The Lobby, based around esports and gaming generally. If you like old, like me, you don't know what The Lobby is, it's where you wait to get into a video game.
Psycho, run us through what Danny is going to be watching and commentating over.
Yeah, so this is one of the most famous moments from Rocket League history. And I don't think I even need to say the name of the clip for people listening to this to understand, because it is just that famous. It is the clip. This is Rocket League is the moment. It was taken from Dignitas versus NRG. It was a best-of-7 series in the final game, and there was a very interesting moment towards the tail end of the game. It was live, LAN crowd, everyone was going absolutely ballistic, and you're going to do your best to try and replicate that moment in your own style.
Points at the ready.
Right, we are 10 seconds out. The ball is up in the air. We've got 2 teams here, neck and neck. It is 2-2, and it goes in with 4 seconds left. That is Team Dignitas 3 and Energy Esports 2. But with 4 seconds on the clock, are they going to make it? Last chance for Energy Esports to take control of the ball. Here we go. And remember, if that ball does not hit the ground, it stays in play. Go! 4 seconds remaining. Energy Esports, they are trying. They are keeping it up in the air on that side of the wall. They're bouncing it. It's not hitting the ground. Still play. And in the last... Oh, come on. How many seconds in are we now? Come on. It has not hit the ground yet. And it's going to go... It's gone in! Energy Esports is 3-3. This is Rocket League!
All very calm.
Her energy is amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So there were 1,156 sign-ups, 46 teams entered, 20 made up top 8 playoffs across the qualifiers, 8 qualifying rounds, 466 games of Rocket League, approximately 54 hours of playing time, leading to 1 grand final. So this project was very ambitious for lots of reasons, not least the timeline. We had 8 months to deliver that. At the start, we thought we might do a huge event with loads of people, but actually we decided that was probably not going to be a good idea. And after much discussion, we decided that given the timeline, we would pull things back a little bit and try something a little bit slightly less ambitious. Epic LAN, who were our kind of production partner for this, suggested the University of Staffordshire in Stoke. And Stoke offers a turnkey solution. It's a state-of-the-art esports campus. Killer equipment, tutors who know their stuff inside out, and Stoke was the obvious choice. Because why play Rocket League when you can play Rocket League in Stoke? So that's the final. 8 teams, 10 hours of broadcast, 556 shots, 291 saves, 171 goals, and this is important, 50 cans of Lando Norris Special Edition Monster Energy drink consumed in 24 hours.
Next one. There we go. But they, one thing we don't have all the PCs. So Stoke here, they've got they have Arena, they've got 8 gaming PC set up, they've got PTZ cameras in the ceiling, they've got cameras on pads, shoulder-mounted camera, which got to be me. I never get to do that. It was really good fun. There were commentators' desks. There were Atmos mics, the Valier mics, stick mics. Another studio next door where in between you have the analysts talk about it. They've got a pair of galleries that match they use a Panasonic Kairos, an IP-based system, with an EVS Neuron sort of IP to SDI converter, so you can actually get stuff in and out. And this one, we went for a recce early on, and they said afterwards, our marketing team, said, have you got any nice photos? I had 1 photo on my phone. They were not impressed, but I mean, come on, hello. And this is the best bit, because it was involved with the military and Staffordshire, you've also got, this is Watchman. He's the mascot of the Staffordshire Regiment. He came along too. Watchman 4, nephew of Watchman 3. So, more of them. So after 10 hours, it came round to the end. This is a team that won called Boost Over Ball. astonishing. They've played together for thousands of hours. This was the first time they'd ever met. One of them lives in Holland. He came over specially.
This is the BFBS Pro League Grand Final, brought to you live from the University of Staffordshire's state-of-the-art esports campus in Stoke.
A chance here for John!
You asked for the kitchen sink. Sames is here to deliver.
They're struggling to find a way until now.
What are you saying to them going into this?
And here we are at something homegrown, something truly special.
Nice little nasty there, over to Betty.
Ryan with the dispossess, here's Ritzy, double tap, oh yes!
Whatever you can do, I can do better. Well, it is time for the RAF derby.
There is hope, there is life left in the tanks of the RAF Flame. Shot from Envy, rifled into the bottom corner. I think Dig, unless something dramatic happens in his final few seconds. There goes the run. There's the flick off the boat onto the crossbar, and there it was.
Game was seemingly enough to make all the difference.
We are here after months and months of trial, error, tribulation, success. It's the grand finals.
There's a bunch of different things going on. Everyone's excited, everyone's nervous. There's a lot of tension going on, so...
Oh, there's a shot for Minty! And there is the equaliser!
Yeah, where it happens, we're still proud of what we've done today.
Counter-attack, attack in the first place!
Friends, family of these players, I really feel for you. That's a dangerous shot! It's our time, folks! Boost over for BFBS champions!
Oh, dear. Right.
Bring it all back to me now.
Yes.
So what were the lessons learned? Well, I think I was hoping to sort of bring my events kind of cross-transferable skills to things. And let's just say it wasn't as straightforward as I thought. And actually, one of my major jobs was trying to coordinate 55 people across 4 nights in one hotel. It was like knitting sand with duvets for knitting needles. It was the Premier Inn that got that unique job, and I regret everything. Please don't use the Premier Inn for a group booking. It's a nightmare. We're a charity, you know. I thought they'd be a solid choice, and yeah, it wasn't so great. The other thing I would say is that you have to be really on top of the catering, and actually the staff at Staffordshire University were amazing. We did have some allergies, and it's really important that you don't kill your guests. And they didn't, so job done.
And that's for me. Right, buckle up. Now, you can't argue with AI. The very first stream we ever did, it was done remotely. People were logging in. They were all in the lobby. We're live on Twitch. We're counting down to 7 o'clock, the big launch. Suddenly, the screens went black. It was gone. It was like, have I just been logged out? Is this a Windows update? Oh, no. Twitch banned us. They banned us for violent imagery, which is astonishing because have they seen Call of Duty? I mean, that's what most video games are. We got in touch with them and said, oh, no, it's an automated thing. It's a mistake. I said, great. Please, can we have our account back? And they went, yeah, it doesn't really work like that. You have to wait 24 hours. So we had to immediately migrate to, let's get it on Facebook, let's put it on YouTube while we could, and wait for them to, the next day, watch a countdown clock, literally, because it was on the next day as well. This thing says, you are banned for 2 minutes, 1 minute 55, etc., etc. And also, I didn't realise this, because I don't game that much, how important monitors are. In between playing, all the competitors, they play the same games. They keep their energy levels up. And if you've got a 100 hertz refresh rate monitor and somebody else has a 200 hertz refresh rate monitor, that's cheating. They've got an advantage of you. You might as well be doing PE from the kit you've got from the cupboard in the that cupboard. And this one's quite a big one, actually. It was over 2 days, the big final. We spent the Saturday rehearsing. We knew every audio cue, every shot, every piece of everything was going to be. We're all ready. Sunday morning, ready to go. I'm in one of the galleries, about to hit live on the stream. I press go. You see it appear on Twitch. You see it appear on YouTube. I'm talking back to our network centre. They've got the signal back that's going on satellite. And one of the guys from the University of London said, just to let you know, because the audio's Dante, And because the video is mostly NDI, they're not really clocked. And so you find it drifts about a bit. This is news. This is not good news. We had to resync it every few minutes all day. Luckily, another Angie, we're very much an equal opportunities Angie employer, was working with me, and she used to do that for a job, so she could resync it. If I'd known, I had an SDI feed, it was embedded, I could have used that. Never mind. But how does this affect everybody here? I mean, there's an increase in radio, there's an increasing use of video. Podcasts are filmed. We've all rendered dodgy cameras in radio studios. There's visualizations. And everyone's an IT engineer now, to a degree. I mean, when I first started working in radio for BFBS, many services were analog. They went through a big analog matrix, analog DAs, analog silence sensors. That's all gone now. It's just IP. It's all IP. We're so now blended with our own IT department. We're in the same room. We even sometimes talk to them. And this bit, I think, is the most important thing. If you imagine watching a football match or a rugby match in silence, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Slight caveat, I used to flat share with a guy who watched football on CFAX, but he had his own problems anyway. But if you're listening to a football match and it's on 5 Live, it's great. Audio is everything. These matches, you have commentators, you have analysts, the games themselves have noise. It's so aural. If you close your eyes, you know what's going on. It still is exciting. And you're all audio experts anyway, so it's the same thing, really. You know what this stuff is. Lots of you will have plugged in a Glen Sound. We had Glen Sounds. Plugged in a Glen Sound on a wet Saturday night in Stoke-on-Trent. That's what we did. The only difference is it wasn't wet. We were indoors. And there was Monster to drink if that's your cup of tea. Right. Thank you very much indeed. Do we have any questions?
Thank you very much indeed. Well done.